Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Telangana, Mizoram and Rajasthan will go to polls on different days from November 7th to 30th. The Election Commission of India said that the votes will be counted for the 5 states on December 3rd. This will set the stage for the 2024 Lok Sabha polls semi-finals. Chief Election Commissioner Rajiv Kumar said that nearly 16 crore voters would be eligible to cast their votes in these elections. Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan on Monday filed his nomination papers from his traditional Budhni seat for the November 17th assembly polls in the state. Monday was the last date for filing nominations, while scrutiny will take place on Tuesday. Votes will be counted on December 3rd. Before filing his nomination papers in the presence of wife Sadhana, the Chief Minister performed puja of his ancestral deity in his native Jait village, prayed at Sultanpur Devi Temple and sought blessings of Narmada River, considered the lifeline of the state and revered by its people. Mizoram. Kiren Rijiju launched a scathing attack on Rahul Gandhi and the Congress party for what he perceives as their insensitive treatment of the Northeast. He accused Rahul Gandhi of associating with groups that are in opposition to India's interests and receive funding from pro-Pakistani sources. In Rijiju's view, this behavior will lead to the Congress party's decline in the Northeast. Rijiju highlighted that while Mizoram boasts dominant regional parties that champion the Mizo cause and ethnicity, the BJP has successfully conveyed its commitment to safeguarding the rights and preserving the unique culture and heritage of the indigenous people. The BJP is unequivocal when it comes to protecting the identity of Mizoram. Further commenting on Congress and Rahul Gandhi, Rijiju said that, in my opinion, Rahul Gandhi is politically unprepared. He lacks a profound understanding of both India's constitutional provisions and the people of the Northeast. During his visit to Mizoram, which includes a Jewish population, he overlooked addressing the terror attack against Israel. Telangana. The BJP appears to have drawn inspiration from its approach in Uttar Pradesh as it prepares to leverage the OBC card to counter the ruling BRS and Congress. The party plans not only to give tickets to over 50% of leaders from the OBC community, but has also decided to appoint an OBC leader as the next chief minister should they secure power. In the first list of 52 candidates, the BJP has given tickets to 20 candidates from the backward classes who account for over 50% state electorate. After the ruling BRS and Congress failed to give tickets to many OBCs, the Saffron Party has decided to field OBC candidates in at least 50% constituencies. The OBC leaders in the party expect 40 to 50 tickets to their communities out of the around 80 general category seats in 119-member assembly. Within the party, the backward classes leaders are hoping to secure 40 to 50 tickets for their communities out of the approximately 80 general category seats in the 119-member assembly. They assert that the BJP demonstrates a higher level of commitment to backward classes compared to both the BRS and Congress. Chhattisgarh.
छत्तीसगढ़ की माताओं बहनों के लिए महतारी न्याय योजना लागू कर रहे हैं। इसमें प्रति सिलेंडर के रिफिल करने के लिए, मतलब जब आप फिर से भरने के लिए ले जाएंगे सिलेंडर को, तो आपको 500 रुपए की सब्सिडी मिलेगी।
Congress leader Priyanka Gandhi Vadra on Monday promised a slew of measures, including waiving of loans of self-help groups, subsidized cooking gas cylinders under a new scheme, and free treatment to victims of road accidents if a party retains power in Chhattisgarh. Addressing a rally at Jalbandha in the Khairagarh Assembly segment, she also said around 6,000 government higher secondary and high schools will be upgraded to Swami Atmanand English and Hindi medium schools. She also promised up to 200 units of free electricity if Congress retains powers. Khairagarh is among the 20 assembly constituencies which will go to polls in the first phase on November 7th. The remaining 70 constituencies will see voting in the second phase on November 17th. Votes will be counted on December 3rd. Rajasthan Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot's son Vaibhav Gehlot on Monday appeared before the ED, here for questioning in a foreign exchange violation case. The federal agency had last week issued summons to Vaibhav Gehlot to appear before the investigating officer of the case at its headquarters on APJ Abdul Kalam Road under the provisions of the Foreign Exchange Management Act, that is FEMA. Vaibhav Gehlot is also the president of the Rajasthan Cricket Association and a member of the All India Congress Committee. Following the summons, he had said that the agency was putting up 10 to 12 years old false allegations against him, and that too after election dates were declared. Voting for the 200-seat Rajasthan Assembly will be held on November 25th. Counting of votes in Rajasthan, along with 4 other states of Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Mizoram and Telangana, will take place on December 3rd.